In the earliest days of Egyptian civilization, during the Early Dynastic period, Anubis was depicted in full animal form with the head and body of a jackal. Jackals were commonly seen around cemeteries, scavenging and uncovering human remains from shallow graves. Because of this, the ancient Egyptians chose a jackal to protect their dead, believing that fighting like with like would keep the bodies safe from scavengers. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Anubis's importance grew during the Old Kingdom. He was the most important god of the dead, overseeing funerary practices and protecting the deceased. However, his role as the primary god of the dead was later taken over by Osiris during the Middle Kingdom, which spanned from 2000 to 1700 BC. Despite this, Anubis remained a crucial figure in Egyptian religion. Even in the Roman era, starting in 30 BC, Anubis continued to play a significant role. Tomb paintings from this period show Anubis guiding deceased individuals to Osiris. This imagery highlights Anubis's enduring role as a guide to the afterlife. Anubis's parentage varied across different myths and sources. In early mythology, he was seen as a son of Ra, the sun god. The coffin texts from the first intermediate period describe him as the son of either the cow goddess Hathor or the cat-headed goddess Bastet. Another tradition depicted him as the son of Ra and Nephthys. The Greek writer Plutarch shared a story where Anubis was the illegitimate son of Nephthys and Osiris, adopted by Osiris's wife Isis. According to this myth, Nephthys abandoned Anubis at birth out of fear of Set, but Isis found and raised him, making him her loyal guardian. This story is seen as an attempt to integrate the independent deity Anubis into the Osirian pantheon. Later Egyptian texts from the Roman period simply referred to Anubis as the son of Isis. In Nubian traditions, Anubis was viewed as the husband of his mother Nephthys, showcasing the diverse and evolving nature of his mythological roles. During the Ptolemaic period, 350–30 BC, when Egypt was ruled by Greek pharaohs, Anubis was merged with the Greek god Hermes, becoming Hermanubis. Both gods were psychopomps, guiding souls to the afterlife, which made their fusion natural. The cult of Hermanubis was centered in Sinopolis, meaning City of Dogs, a fitting name for the worship of a canine deity. Evidence of Hermanubis's worship continued into the Roman era and even appeared in alchemical and hermetical literature of the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Anubis was closely associated with mummification and embalming. As Emiyut, or the Emiyut fetish, he was known as he who is in the place of embalming. In the Osiris myth, Anubis assisted Isis in embalming Osiris after he was killed by Set. This connection made Anubis the patron god of embalmers. Illustrations from the Book of the Dead often show a priest wearing a wolf mask, representing Anubis, supporting the upright mummy during the rites of mummification. Anubis was also a protector of graves and cemeteries. He had several epithets referring to this role. Kenti Amentiu, meaning foremost of the Westerners, linked him to the protection of the dead buried on the west bank of the Nile. Other titles like Tepi Juef, meaning he who is upon his mountain, and Nebta Jaser, or Lord of the Sacred Land, emphasized his role as a guardian of the necropolis. One of Anubis's most significant roles was as the guardian of the scales. In the critical scene of the weighing of the heart in the Book of the Dead, Anubis is depicted measuring the heart of the deceased against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul could enter the afterlife. If it was heavier, it was devoured by Ammit. This role made Anubis a key figure in determining the fate of souls. Anubis was one of the most frequently represented deities in ancient Egyptian art. Despite not being featured in many myths, his popularity endured across different cultures and periods. Greek writers from the Roman period referred to Anubis as a psychopomp, likening him to their own god Hermes. Funerary art from this time often shows Anubis guiding individuals dressed in Greek clothing into the presence of Osiris, symbolizing the blending of cultures and religious beliefs. Anubis's journey from a jackal-headed deity in the early dynastic period to a prominent figure in Roman-era Egyptian religion is a testament to his enduring significance. Whether guiding souls to the afterlife, protecting graves, or overseeing mummification, Anubis played a vital role in the spiritual lives of the ancient Egyptians. His story, filled with rich mythology and cultural significance, continues to captivate us today.